All right, here I am with Sacri Monti again. How long has it been? 5 years?
5 years.
5 years since you were in Paris.
Yeah.
Not 5 years since you were in Paris, but 5 years since your last studio album.
Supersonic.
2019.
Right, and you played at the Supersonic, and it's been since 2022 that you came to Paris for you played with 1,000 modes at the Machine du Moulin Rouge.
Yep.
It's a great pleasure to have you again here.
Thank you.
Very good pleasure. You're here for the release of your third studio album called Retrieval. It's a very nice, desirable sequel to Waiting Room for the Magic Hour.
Yeah.
Now, the question is, what are we retrieving?
Everything. We're retrieving everything that we lost during COVID.
Ok. J'ai demandé au groupe.
So, we put out a record. We did one tour, and then COVID happened, and we couldn't tour and do anything. We sat at home for fucking 2 years.
All right.
So, once we got back, maybe 3 years.
Yeah, 3.
J'ai demandé au groupe. Leur dernier album s'appelle Retrieval, ce qui veut dire une reprise, une récupération. Et j'ai demandé ce qu'on récupère. Et c'est une suite très plaisante à Waiting for the Magic Hour. D'ailleurs, une suite plaisante, c'est le titre du deuxième morceau de Retrieval. Donc je faisais un petit peu un jeu de mots. Et donc Tony me dit que c'est une récupération de notre vie après le confinement du Covid et toutes les interdictions. Does COVID have anything to do with intermediate death?
I don't believe so.
I don't know.
I don't believe so.
I think, no. Intermediate Death was written by Brendan, the lyrics. It speaks for itself. Running through this world at empty, trying to do the best I can. You're just going, and you're just trying to do your best.
Right.
To fucking live your life. And
Running on empty.
running on empty when you feel depleted and you have nothing left and no emotion, and maybe you're hungover or something, and then you're like, fuck. I think it's more of a hangover song, maybe.
Ouais. Oui,
He wakes up and he's like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
ce troisième titre qui s'appelle Mort intermédiaire, un des vers c'est running through this world on empty, ce qui veut dire mot à mot essayer de survivre en fait sur rien du tout, sur le vide. Hein. Do you feel like that sometimes? That you're running on empty?
Well, after
definitely.
after long nights of partying, yeah, sure. When you wake up in the morning and you have to go to work and you're like, you slept for 2 hours. You drank or maybe you slept for 2 hours in 3 days.
Even just working
It
all the time.
depends. Just working all the time. It's expensive where we live, and we just work to pay our bills, and
That's true.
it gets old. That's why we like to come on tour out here. We just escape, come out here, and we're free.
Some of the titles in your album, you already had them in 2022 when you came to Paris. And I want to ask you, certains des titres, vous les aviez déjà en 2022. Je vais leur demander s'ils ont pris une direction différente pour la suite de l'album. Did you take a different direction for the rest of the album? Or did you set yourself a certain line that you remain focused on? One of the things that most reviews notice is that you all go in different directions, but somehow, by some miracle, you all end up in the same place. And it feels like, knowing you a little bit, that you don't even have to talk about it. You didn't even have to say, okay, we're going in this direction. It just comes out, just somehow comes out, and it's like a miracle in process.
I think the record it's just us evolving and growing is better.
Yeah.
Maybe the songwriting is evolving and the production is evolving and the direction. It's like we still keep similar elements that we did when we started 12 years ago. Freedom to jam and do stuff, but it's more structured, and we have like it's kind of mapped out in our brains, and it took some time, but by the end, I think we all just came together and
right. It's very complete album.
It happened.
Right.
The album was born.
I think very naturally.
It's a natural, yeah.
What are the main
It's an evolution.
Right. What are the main differences you would say with the second album?
Just kind of.
This one might be like a little bit more like riffy and
A little bit more riffy. More calculated. Songwriting and arrangements.
Right. That's how I feel too.
A little bit more structure.
Yep. Definitely.
Dynamics planned out more.
Yeah.
And
we spent a lot of time in our rehearsal studio.
Sometimes we
figuring out all these songs.
Sometimes we get nowhere for 6 months.
Yeah.
Nothing would happen. We'd be like, what the hell are we doing?
Ouais.
We just fucking drink.
Parfois vous passez 6 mois à répéter, il n'arrive à pas grand chose en fait, et puis tout d'un coup la lumière jaillit. Do you feel that you made more oxymoron songs? I don't know if you know what I mean by oxymoron songs. Like you start in one direction and you end up in another one. Than in this second album. For instance, I'm thinking of the song "Brackish Honeycomb." That's an oxymoron itself.
That was a lot of freedom there, and that started as one thing. Led to another, and it was gonna maybe be 2 different songs, but then we just made it turn into one. That's why there's a dash in between, and it just goes into this.
Brackish means salty, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, which is an oxymoron, right? Which is an oxymoron with honeycomb, right?
Yeah.
And then honeycomb is actually a kind of a joke.
Okay.
With it's just like us, just like being loose and letting free and partying.
Okay.
The second half is like when all the guitar solos come in, and we just go free and we just kind of just rock out.
Yeah.
Okay. Where will you be going for the next album? Any?
Next album?
Yeah.
I don't think.
Do you have something in mind
I don't
already?
think any of us could.
We can't
plan in advance,
can't really talk on that yet.
Yeah, it's too early.
We're gonna do this whole record for.
I'm just trying to wrap up this interview because those guys said, "Do we want to make this quick?"
Next year, we're gonna tour this whole record next year, all over Europe. Maybe twice in Europe, and over time.
We'll probably try and write in the meantime.
Like when I'm at home in between tours, I'm gonna try to write and arrange and come up with ideas to. Maybe start
chipping away.
Hopefully put out a new record in 2026 if all goes right. But we don't plan to put out a record next
No, I
year.
don't think you should set yourself any deadline or anything like that. That would kill everything. That would kill everything. Just follow your inspiration. It turns out great so far.
I mean, we've had 3 records and it's been 4 years in between each record. But like, I would like for this. I would
make it a little
like,
quicker.
I would like for this next record to come out.
This one has great reviews.
2026 or 2027.
Why?
It's not.
That's
nice
that's that's what it takes.
years, yeah.
Here's Evan, keyboardist, who did a great job on this album. Evan,
He did. He really pulled through.
do you have anything to say about how did you feel about this album as compared to the last one? I mean, waiting for the Magica. The keyboard seemed to be more important in this album, Retrieval, than in the former ones, right?
Well, half of them was Dookie and half of them was fucking Thomas. Huh?
What is he saying?
Half of the keyboards, the Mellotron, some of them was Dookie, half me.
Oh.
Half the other keys. I played Mellotron on 2 songs.
Oh, Maelstrom. Okay, le premier morceau de l'album, right. And you're very present also in Brackish Honeycomb in the second part. Right. Was that one of your ideas to do some sort of 2 separate parts in this song? Like the first one is more psychedelic, and then the second one is more instrumental with guitar and organ solos.
How it went down exactly.
Right. It just comes up. See, that's what is great with you. things just seem to come naturally. You don't really set
No,
yourself.
I mean, naturally, yeah, but like there was a lot of work that took in that.
Oh, I'm sure, right.
And it was
But
very like, but that part was like there was no like resistance on that. Like everyone was like, fuck yeah, let's do this honeycomb.
right.
Honeycomb shit, dude, fucking
Well,
easy.
which title did you enjoy working on best?
Definitely More Than I.
What is it?
More Than I.
More Than I, the last one, right, great. Dylan, you do the arpeggios on that one, right? The opening arpeggio. And you also,
took a long time though.
We
For
wrote
More
that
Than
song
I?
in 2021.
beaucoup de
Because
temps passé sur More Than
on
I.
that for a while, and it just didn't. It never felt really right until we got it right, and it took time.
Like
So
how
now-
long?
Now when we play it live, we stretch it out, and it's like a lot of improvisation on the second half,
Ok.
and it turns into like kind of a magnus opus kind of.
Ils disent que ça leur
we
aurait
just
pris
keep going,
beaucoup de temps pour faire More
and
Than
it's
I
all-
et que
it's
du
all
coup,
feeling, and that's like us bringing it
une
back
fois
to
sur
our
scène,
roots.
il stretch le truc au
Because
maximum.
our roots are just jamming and psychedelic.
Why do you think it took you a lot of time to do More Than I?
But it
Why
changes
is that?
every night.
Why do you think it took you a lot of time to do More Than I? More than another title.
Trying to kind of piece everything together.
Because at first, like when we first recorded that, when we first,
It's
it
a
was
very
a different
dynamic
song. It was
song.
a very different song.
Yeah.
The very first recordings of that song, like on voicemails, like they were.
Premier enregistrement de cette chanson très
But
dynamique.
like 2021,
It
when we did that,
En
so 3 years
2021.
later,
It never translated right. It never felt right in the beginning.
Au début,
just
ça
took
son-
time.
ça
We
sonnait
had to,
pas
like-
bien.
We had to like let it
Breathe. Yeah.
and then figure out we do this heavy riff part,
Yeah. Didn't really know.
quiet
how to end
part,
it.
and then me and him. Me and him stayed band practice one night after everyone went home, and I had this idea of how to end the song in my head that I was writing, and we did it, and we came up with it, and we showed it to the guys, and then we're like, we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna go into this, and that's how we're gonna end the song. But for a while,
So
it was
from
like-
dynamic, you changed
we
it
had
to
the
more
whole first
psychedelic.
part ready.
it took years of recording.
We just couldn't figure out how to end it until one night we were drinking, and we just like it was like 4 in the morning, and we were like, I was like showed him this. We did it together, and then we showed it to the guys. And we're like, this is how the song will end. We're gonna do this, and it fucking worked.
And
But
it's a great song. They're all
I
great.
think it maybe took
It's,
1 or 2 years to like finally figure out how to
2.5
make the song.
Ouais,
Seriously,
ouais.
because we were like jamming that shit.
The
for a
Obelisk
long
says
time.
it's a very ambitious and tight album. I don't know, I'm not sure what they mean by tight,
It's
but
an ambitious song
right,
from
That
start
you-
to finish.
mastered
But
perfectly.
it took a while. It didn't come together overnight. You know?
Oh, I'm sure it didn't. Yeah, and so.
But now it's
well,
our last song, and we end the set with it, and it goes over well.
and it's your guitar,
But it
Dylan, on the
wasn't-
opening
it
of
wasn't that simple, though.
Desirable Sequel, right?
Sure.
Oh no, is it Brandon?
No,
Brandon.
No, that's
Okay.
Brendan right
Right,
there.
you on
and
More Than I.
Swell, yeah,
Right.
swell and do it in play slide.
Right, okay, great. All right. Well, thank you very much, guys. I'm gonna let you go because I know you hate interviews.
No, no, no.
Thank you. Yes, you do. I wanted Brandon here, but Brandon is kind of sick and totally said no. It was like a big no. There was no way talking him to this. But I've got the three great guys here, and thanks a lot for
Merci.
coming. Thanks a lot for coming to visit.
Thank you.
Mwah.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Sure.